Studies show school drug testing programs are inaccurate, resulting in an increase in the amount of drugs taken by students with methods of cheating the test.
New drug testing programs are being created to solve the problem of student athletes abusing performance-enhancing substances.
It's obvious how there is a tremendous amount of pressure on students to perform. As well, we've seen that portrayal of steroids actually work, so students rely on the use of drugs when feeling pressured.
These situations cause schools to come up with new ideas to create improved drug testing programs. Also, as a number of Connecticut college officials say testing is being considered partly as a response to the National Collegiate Athletic Association's new mandatory drug testing policy. Discussions also appear to be a response to the widespread publicity surrounding drug use by athletes, showing that colleges are working to create a functional system. Waiting for the call, many colleges and universities were awaiting guidelines from the NCAA on how to test for drug use.
Once starting the testing, schools haven't gotten the results they've wanted because there's a flaw in urinal monitoring of the students. Researchers show administrations found out that students cheat the tests.
Some students had balloons of clean urine. For example, they would tape it to the inside of their legs so they could take drug tests with no caution of getting caught. There isn't just flaws created by the students, some flaws were created within the system as well.
Students within the system claim that sometimes one student would be chosen to test 6 to 8 times a year while another student would be chosen at all. The system's way of randomly picking the students aren't always accurate and cause the wrong students to be chosen to test.
Even professional systems are flawed, said by experts also contend that the drug testing programs of the International Olympic Committee and other sports associations have had no impact in reducing the use of such drugs, including anabolic steroids, meaning even professional systems can't find the full use of drugs one may be using. When professional systems are flawed, the schools today testing the younger student athletes must not be correct and are producing false information.
A problem has arisen with the overuse of drugs in schools. Student athletes abuse the advantage performance-enhancing drugs have to offer.
A recent survey taken by the University of Michigan estimated that last year, 3.5% of teenagers in the U.S. used anabolic steroids on a regular basis. This percentage continues to grow as sports and student athletes do. Students begin to make a change as some notice the true damages they can cause. Also, according to a group of 6 individuals interviewed at EFHS, it is not a big deal to be drug tested, creating a mentality for students to be brave and promote drug testing. A sense of unity is formed when the ones who encourage to enroll in drug testing, even by joining the club and agreeing to a random drug testing, appears to be a catalyst for bringing them. The community, along with parents and teachers together, only as a whole can people truly decline the use of drugs. Drugs can also raise the chances of one not being successful in their future. Even in job applications, students realize that no one wants to hire someone with a drug dependency. The risk of taking drugs can cause an unpromising life. The use of drugs is most definitely wrong and shouldn't be used considering they can create an unfortunate poor life.
This problem is by creating a system that will instantly detect drugs so students won't be able to cheat the tests.
Research shows that present-day kids will talk themselves into anything. That's part of the charm of their adolescence, that kids think that they are invincible, causing the student athletes to believe it's appropriate to abuse drugs for only a little amount of time then stop. A functional system will stop kids early from making the wrong choice that can lead to a miserable life. To start a decline, sometime this school year, Texas is expected to start running random tests for performance-enhancing drugs on some 25,000 student athletes. Big decisions looking to stop this problem. One day will a system be created to start the crash of the amount of young student athletes using drugs today.
Student athletes should be punished when caught using performance-enhancing drugs because it can create an unfair play in sports.